The biggest news around the film is the fact that Bridget's love interest from the last 3 movies, Mark Darcy, whom she finally married in the last one, died 4 years before this story begins. While the loss of Mark has come as a shock to those who didn't read the book when it released in 2013, it actually does thematically make a lot of sense. In Mad About the Boy, we find Bridget trying to pull the pieces of her life back together after losing Mark. She's now a single mother to 2 children. And at 51, feeling like she's entering a very new stage of her life. She's trying to find a path forward in a number of ways, not only out of her own grief, but also helping her children cope with theirs, while also trying to get her career back on track, and figure out what she wants her life to look like with the new card she's been dealt. The film does focus a lot on grief, on multiple occasions veering into total tearjerker territory. This can feel a bit depressing at times, and some viewers have felt that it's a bit too depressing for a film that they were hoping was going to help give them an escape from all the sadness around them in the real world. But Bridget Jones has always been about fully exploring the breadth of what life has to offer, the good and bad, with truth and humor. Throughout the series, every ending has felt like we're leaving her on a happily ever after high note, only to find her back down in the dumps at the start of the next installment. This makes sense for a film series as it gives her character obstacles to overcome. Just having her going up and up and up would come across as unrealistic and odd. But it's also just how life works. A lot of life is taking 2 steps forward when you can, and sometimes just having to deal with the reality of falling 1 or 2 or 3 steps back. And while Bridget's grief is real and painful, it doesn't drag the story down. Instead, it makes it feel true to life, even when it seems like you've finally got things figured out, and your life is going just the way you want. Things can, and often will, go wrong. And Bridget shows us that while the process of moving through this grief can be long and difficult, there is a light at the end of the tunnel.